Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to be taking a look at the spring 2016 anime season. So, it's been a while since I've made a video, and the reason for that is because sickness is a complete bitch. I have had this cold for like a week or something and I still kind of have it. I've got this clogged up nose, a bit of a scratchy throat, so I'm going to do my best to make it through this, and hopefully within the next few days it'll just be fucking gone and I will get back to making videos on a regular basis. Now when it comes to this video, my opinions are going to be based solely on the synopsis and the promotional art, because that's all I really have to go on at this point, because the first episodes aren't even out yet. I just thought it would be cool to take a look at the upcoming season and talk about some of the series that I could be covering on Continual Drop. So, let's get right into it, and the first series that I might be covering on Continual Drop is 12 Psy. Now after reading the synopsis of this, it didn't completely sell me because it was so incredibly corny. It talks about the main character Hanabi and how she has to deal with all of these horrible problems like witnessing a homeroom teacher kissing. You know, it's been a long time since I've been 12, but if I witnessed my homeroom teacher kissing at that age, I wouldn't give a shit. I have no idea why the anime is building it up as some kind of big event that's going to impact the main character's life. But at the end of the day, it is a romance anime, and since romance is my favourite genre, I will be giving this a try, so hopefully it's going to be good, but I'm not holding my breath. The next series that I'm interested in is Bakuon, which is about a motorcycle club. Now, like with romance, sports anime are basically an insta-watch for me. On top of that, the art looks really good, and from reading the synopsis, the setup seems pretty decent, even if it's kinda generic. Next up is Bungo Stray Dogs, and this probably hooked me faster than any other anime this season. I started reading the synopsis, which said that the protagonist was kicked out of his orphanage, and I stopped right there because that is all I needed. Give me a character that's going through some rough times and I'm completely there. And moving right along, we've now got the Ace Attorney anime, and I am incredibly excited for this. I love the games and I'm really interested to see how they're going to adapt that into an anime. Granted, I am a little bit worried because the games are really dialogue heavy, so if they don't adapt it just right, it might end up being a bit slow. But in the hands of the correct team, this could be fantastic. The next anime that caught my attention was Joker Game, and this looks cool as hell. It's about an army intelligence unit in the 1930s going on all these top secret missions against the enemies of Japan. Really interesting stuff. Next up we have, and I'm not exactly sure how to say this, Gundam RE0096. I'm mainly just checking this out because I'm really into Iron-Blooded Orphans right now, so I'll check out the next entry in the Gundam series. Why not? Now we have the next heavy hitter in the mecha genre, Macross Delta, and boy have I been looking forward to this. I loved Macross F back in the day. It's one of the first mecha I remember watching, and I've adored it ever since. It even gave me some inspiration to go back and check out the original Macross, which is an absolute classic. I highly recommend it. So I'm hoping that this will uphold the series pedigree. Moving on, we have Re:Zero Kara... whatever the fuck. I can't be bothered memorizing the bloody long title that this anime has. But anyway, this seems to be the next entry in the normal guy from the modern world gets shoved into a fantasy world genre, and I've been wanting to see more of that type of anime. What also intrigued me is that there appears to be a mystery element there. The main character gets these powers and he can use them to go back in time and cheat death, but he has no idea how he got them, and he seems to lose his memory every single time he uses it, so I'm interested to see where they go with this premise. And then we have Sakamoto desuka. The promotional art looked very nice, it caught my attention, but as soon as I started reading the synopsis, it just sounded so boring. It's about this guy called Sakamoto who is perfect and amazingly popular. He has his haters, but of course, because he's just so perfect, he always manages to come out on top. And again, since he's just so perfect, he always helps out people that are less fortunate than him. Like, it says that he helps out this one kid who's been bullied and... oh, god damn it! It gets me every time whenever bullying is used as a plot device. I just can't help myself. I have to see what happens. I just have to watch this show because of it. I won't be surprised if I end up hating this, but who knows? It could turn out to be one of my favourites of the season. You never know, right? And finally we have... I have been looking forward to this more than anything ever. The Asterisk War Season 2. I cannot stress enough the impact that the original Asterisk War had on my life. It easily became my favourite anime ever. Like, the characters were just so complex and rich. I've never seen anything else like it. The story, the pacing was perfect. It was just so completely original. Oh, fucking hell. I was hoping to go on for longer with that, but no. The Asterisk War was complete shit. I won't be watching the second season. And that's it. Those are the anime that I will be checking out. Now, there might be a few that I've missed and that I'll pick up on later on, but we'll stick with this list for now. So now comes the big question. Will I be covering all these anime on continual drop? Usually the answer would be yes, but with all the stuff I've got coming up, probably not. You see, my final prac for my education degree is coming up at the end of April, and I'm going to be placed at a school for 10 weeks, that's a whole term, and at the end of it, I'm going to be a fully qualified teacher. So it's really exciting, but at the same time, it's also incredibly daunting because I'm going to go from having all this awesome spare time that I can put right into making videos to having absolutely no spare time whatsoever, because prac, especially the final prac, is very time consuming. All your time is spent preparing stuff for class, marking, going over your records, going over your anecdotal notes and all that stuff. So I think with how snowed under I'm going to be with work, I'm going to be having the goal of one video every 2 weeks. And with how exhausted I might be, I might not even hit that. I will try and cover as many of these shows as I can, but again, with how snowed under I'm going to be, I just don't see any way that I'm going to get to all of them. So anyway, thank you very much to everybody who watched this video. If you have any feedback, feel free to leave a comment, and if you like this video and want to see more, feel free to subscribe as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.